Good morning.
Good morning.
It is a gorgeous day in the state of Maine.
After several days of rain and overcast skies.
Yes, and it's Mother's Day.
It is. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers and caregivers out there. We appreciate you. And I am 22 weeks pregnant, so I don't know if I'm a mother yet.
A mother-to-be.
Mother-to-be.
An expected mother.
Yes. So we're going to celebrate. We're going to go look for some fiddleheads. And then we're going to hopefully catch some trout. I don't know.
We're going to go fishing.
We're going to go fishing.
I don't know about catching. We're definitely going to do some fishing.
We're going to, it's called fishing, not catching.
Yep.
But every time I've tried to catch trout, I've just caught fall fish and bass. Hopefully my luck will change today because it's a beautiful spring day.
It really is.
Great day for fishing. And I'll show you how to identify ostrich fern, which is the edible form of fiddleheads.
Yeah.
I'm in a lot of foraging forums online and I see a lot of confusion about this, so maybe I can help y'all. All right, let's go. This right here is ostrich fern fiddleheads. You can see the deep groove in the stalk. Has that brown papery husk on it. And it's like kind of like a yellowy green. It's a green with a yellow undertone. But that deep groove in there, it looks like celery. That's what you're looking for. So we just found a nice little patch of them. We're gonna harvest what we can and keep moving. Here's one. And there's another one coming up. Got him. So you don't want to take more than 1 or 2 fronds from each little stand, just because it can stunt the growth for this year, and also it won't come back as strong next year. So you want to sustainably harvest, respect Mother Nature, don't take more than you need, and respect the plant. Okay, so here's an example of what not to pick. This right here is not an ostrich fern. You can see it kind of has a little bit of a groove, but it's not a deep groove. And it doesn't have the brown papery husk on it. It has these like little brown hairs on them almost, little brown spiky hairs. Ostrich fern does not have that. This is just not ostrich ferns. Doesn't check off the boxes. This right here is a classic ostrich fern stand. Beautiful. You can see it has a papery husk. It's usually a copper color. It has this really deep groove. And it's kind of like a green with a yellow undertone. So it checks off all the boxes. Gorgeous. Okay, so this hillside is actually pretty good to us. Someone had clearly been there and just decimated the place. I mean, picked every single frond off of every stand, which is just so sad to see. It's giving fern gully a little bit. But Eric found that if you look under last year's debris, you'll see the emerging fiddleheads that other people lost. And fortunately, he knows to sustainably harvest them so the plants don't get damaged. So this right here is what sustainable harvesting does not look like. And I'm finding this all over this hillside. Someone has come down in here and just picked every single frond off of each stand. And this plant is going to struggle to survive, and it's going to hurt the overall population. Please don't do this. All right, we didn't do too bad. Eric also got a bunch.
Not too shabby.
So, yeah. I think we did all right considering we had a lot of competition.
Yeah, like literally walking around in front of us.
Yeah.
Or coming out. Or coming back out.
But yeah, that's a good amount. That's a good amount. We'll definitely have a bunch in our freezer.
Yes, I'm excited.
I think we're gonna drive a little further down the river and see what we can find. Maybe we'll find some more patches that haven't been so decimated, Fern Gully style. Whew, black fly is crazy here. We're at the second spot, and there's a lot of ostrich fern, but a lot of it is unfurled. Too much so to be fiddleheads. Let me turn you around. So, as you can see, this is all ostrich fern, but a lot of it is unfurled like this. And that's not what you want. Once it gets unfurled past this first 2 sets of leaves, it's too far gone to eat. So I'm gonna look for ones that are in the earlier stages, hopefully, and maybe we'll find a few. Ooh, here's some good ones. Yeah, you can see hasn't unfurled past the first few set of leaves. So, looking good. Oh my God, I see one of my favorite wildflowers. Oh my God. I'm just so excited about this. So this right here is red trillium. Beautiful plant. Looks like it got munched on by some slugs. But this plant in a lot of places is protected or endangered. There's about 50 different kinds of trillium up and down the Appalachian Mountain range. But in a lot of places it's illegal to pick it, mostly because it's rare, and also because just picking anything off of this plant, even if it's just the aerial parts and you don't disturb the roots, it can kill it. So if you see this, do not pick it. You're probably picking something that's protected or endangered. But man, I'm so glad I ran into this today. It's so beautiful. This beautiful wildflower right here is crane's bill, and it's native to North America. Really pretty. It has these leaves similar to geraniums, and a 5-petal flower. It's all over the place here. Really beautiful spring flower. Another way to identify ostrich ferns is these are the fertile fronds. They are brown, and they kind of stick up from the base like a flag. And you can kind of see them from far away if you have your fern eyes on. So it's kind of like Mother Nature's flag staking out a plant. Sometimes you can use these to find a stand of ferns when they're under a bunch of last year's debris and it's hard to see. So we crossed the road. The road's up there. Across the other side of the road, it's kind of hard to see on video, but there's a ton of ostrich fern. I have so much in my bag. I don't know if you can see. I have so much. My bag's getting heavy. This is just, look how beautiful that is. And the wind, it's windy, but it's nice because it's keeping all the flies off of us. The flies are so bad. Looks like someone else was here. See signs of someone else having harvested here. So I'm trying to be mindful of not harvesting from the same stands that they did. Here's a nice looking one. This one is too unfurled because it's past the first few set of leaves here. That's too unfurled. This one is not. There's no leaves on the stem. So I'm gonna take that one. This one, there's one leaf. I'm gonna leave it. Here's a nice one. It's a nice older stand. Most of them are not unfurled. Oh, this is a big one. Yeah, check that out. That's a good one. Eric's busy over there. He's got more than I do. He's just a man on a mission. Oh yes, that wind is glorious. Get the flies out of my face, please. Thank you. I'm doing pretty good. This bag is probably about halfway full.
This is
Eric.
What's up?
I think you did okay.
Did all right.
Yeah.
I found that patch over there by A lot of water and the bugs. It was worth it.
The water and the bugs.
Yes.
That's everywhere.
There were a bunch that were basically like this tall and pretty healthy size looking. So
Yeah.
they hadn't uncurled their stem at all. So like they're the biggest round you can get. But they had freshly lost their, freshly lost their papery covering. And were real easy just to grab, snap, off you go. There's loads of them. Got bunches of them.
And this right here is proof that you can get a really good harvest and still harvest sustainably.
Oh, there's so much we haven't touched.
Yeah.
There's so much.
And we don't take more than 2 fronds from each stand, so.
I'm happy. I'm ready to go have a snack and go do some fishing. What's up?
All right, we're gonna switch over to fishing mode. We're gonna go from my wheelhouse to Eric's wheelhouse. So this is your show now, baby. Let's go. All right, we made it to the fishing spot. Let my line out a little bit. Eric's got his waders on, so I'm just sitting on top of the culvert, being lazy about it. Eric's out there doing actual work. The fishery lets trout into the stream every April, so hopefully we'll get something. I guess we'll see. All right, so far I haven't caught a damn thing. Eric kind of went further upstream because he's got his waders on, so he was kind of standing out in the middle of the shallow area. I saw a few fish jump, but that's about it. It's kind of quiet. So I don't know. I'm gonna give it a little bit more time, but I'm kind of fishing the opening to this culvert here. Eric went upstream to see if he could find anything, see any signs of fish. But beautiful day. I can't complain. I've been waiting all winter for this. I'm really enjoying it. It's nice to finally feel like I'm on the other side of winter. And then later we're gonna go to a friend's house and do a cookout, Mother's Day cookout. I'm gonna give them some fiddlehead ferns for Mother's Day. Most people bring flowers. I bring fiddleheads. Okay, we're back at home. After a wonderful Mother's Day. Thank you so much for wonderful Mother's Day. It's a very memorable first Mother's Day for me.
I'm glad I could give you a beautiful day.
Yes,
and the weather cooperated.
Yes, it did. It was a gorgeous day.
Yeah.
And the wind was perfect for keeping the black flies out of our face.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Didn't catch any fish, but we got a lot of fiddleheads.
Yeah.
Let's weigh it out. Let's see how much we got.
We've already given some away.
Yeah, I think I gave like
For a dinner host this
maybe a
evening, couple
pound.
pounds.
Yeah, maybe a pound or two I gave to
At least
our friend that hosted us for dinner tonight. And we're gonna weigh out the rest now. So let's see how much we got.
Alright.
Okay.
All of those.
So far we're at 1 pound to 13 ounces.
That was almost 2 pounds in that basket. There's a solid pound. There's more in that basket. But here comes all the real weight.
These are the biggest ones. The biggest ones were in this bag.
Yeah. We had to condense earlier because
My
basket were overflowing.
Oh my goodness. Where are we at?
4 pounds, 10 ounces. We definitely gathered.
That's almost 5 pounds.
We gathered 5 pounds worth.
We got
of
over
fiddleheads
5
today.
pounds. Let me, for our European friends.
2,115 grams.
What is that, 2 kilo, 2.1
That's
kilos?
2.1 kilos.
So for European and Canadian friends, 2.1 kilos.
For the rest of us,
For all of us Freedom Unit people, we
4
probably
2/3 pounds.
got over 5 pounds today,
16,
considering we gave away at least half a pound. So,
That's 3/4.
whew, that's quite a harvest. I think that'll last us a little bit.
visually there, it didn't seem like that much until we get it in this. It's good grief.
We should have brought a 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah, we could have filled in.
Well, at least we have a solid fiddlehead spot for years to come.
Yeah, we do.
And then tomorrow, I'm gonna have to preserve these. So to preserve them, what you want to do is you want to boil them for about 2 minutes, and then you immediately put them into ice water so they stop cooking, and then you spread them out on a cookie sheet or whatever, and you freeze them like that, and then you put them into like a freezer safe container. Then they can just stay in the freezer until you're ready to use them. And then when you're ready to use them, you boil them for about 8 minutes before you fry them up, because you want to boil fiddleheads for a total of about 10 minutes before you cook them to eat, because it takes all the toxins out. If you don't boil them, you'll end up with the upset stomach, and you don't want that, trust me. So what I like to do is I like to fry them up with some garlic, a little bit of lemon juice, some salt and pepper. It's
Caramelized
perfect.
onions.
Yeah, onions are good
I
too.
like the caramelized onions in that mix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and they taste
good.
kind of like asparagus. I mean, that's like the closest thing I can think of. They're not exactly like asparagus, but it's like the closest analog I can think of.
Yeah, they got because they're made up with a leaf bud, they kind of got a flaky texture that reminds me of a Brussels sprout and a little bit of a
Yeah,
way.
yeah,
But
kind
yeah,
of.
also the flavor kind of like an asparagus.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
enjoyable either way, especially
They're really
if you fry
good.
them up proper.
yeah, really good.
Yeah.
So I look forward to enjoying them in the many months to come, because I think these will last us quite some time.
Yeah, I was gonna say we might go out and try to do some fiddle fishing again next weekend, the fiddlehead and fish, but I don't know if we need to worry about the fiddleheads. I think we'll just focus on the fishing.
Yeah, I think we'll just keep trying for trout.
Yeah. To
So-
try for trout.
So we'll see you next time. Thanks for coming along with us.
Until
Bye.
next time, bye.